What's up guys, it's Dan here from NZ Octane and we are here today with Kevin and his beautiful Hyundai i30 SR. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the car?
Hey, it's 2018 Hyundai i30 SR. I bought it about 6 months ago, so I've only owned for like 7 months now. Only done like 5,000 kilometers on the car.
Yep.
When I had the car, it was fully bone stock. Ever since then, I've spent about over just under 10k. First thing I've done was the AM cold air intake. And the second thing I've done was the resonator intercooler resonator delete kit.
Yep. Do you want to pop open the hood,
Yeah,
and we'll have a look at it? It's nice and tidy. That's what you get when you buy a nice brand new car,
Yeah.
not a 20-year-old JDM.
Yeah.
Sweet. So do you want to run us through what you've done on here? So you said you've got done the cold air intake. So this is it here, AEM.
Yeah,
Did you install that yourself, or?
Yeah, I installed it myself. It took about probably about 2 hours. Yeah, so I didn't know anything about this car, obviously.
Yep.
But then I pretty much like read the manual, and then.
So what engine does it have in it? What's the engine size?
So it's 1.6 liter turbo, TGDI Hyundai. It's from Hyundai. Yeah.
Very nice. So you've done the air intake. What else have you done in the engine bay?
Within the engine bay, you can't really look. I pretty much like deleted the intercooler resonated pipe with the straight pipe to make it more power figure above 100, like in the highway on the 100 to 120 kilometers per hour.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the under part. For the exhaust wise, I've done decatted, customized 3-inch downpipe.
So I've seen at the back here, at the back of your car, you've got these massive exhaust tips.
Yeah, that's about 4.5-inch tip X-Force muffler with the 3-inch full cat bag. With that, of course, that decatted 3-inch downpipe.
Have a look at this. That's the size of my fist.
Yeah,
that's
big.
massive.
Yeah, it's pretty massive, yeah. And
so obviously when you got the car, it was just plain white. It didn't really have much to it. Obviously, so the roof and all that was still black. I'm assuming you haven't done anything to that.
So
but
everything is pretty much like stock, except that I plastered the wheels with black.
You've also done the.
And I also done the UR red rally armor mud flaps.
Yep.
So I've installed it myself as well, and the stock caliper is pretty much like silver or white with the stock car color. So I kind of like wanted to make this car as like white, red, and black theme.
It's a really cool color scheme that it's got going on. Because like I haven't seen many Hyundai i30 SRs around, and you don't really see any of them modified here in New Zealand. It's all sort of, everyone goes for the JDM or European market, so it's cool to see something a bit different with a KDM.
Yeah, so I'm sort of South Korean, like if you don't know. So I kind of like wanted to like, I mean, previously I owned mostly I owned Subaru WRX and STI.
Yep.
The only European car that I've owned was the Volkswagen Mark V R32. That car was a beast.
How long did you have that for?
That car only owned it for 11 months. I straight piped it, and it was very loud. But then I kind of like gave up on that car because like the fuel price, I was spending about 120 bucks per week.
So it's just not affordable to run for.
Nah, but then I kind of like I was considering going for Ford Fiesta ST.
Yep.
But then it was 1.6 liter turbo, and I was looking at the Korean one, and this one Hyundai was offering the Hyundai i30 SR, which was same engine, same kind of engine size, 1.6 turbo, and this is like the stock making 201 horsepower.
Yep.
With 150 kilowatts and 265 Newton meters. So with all the modifications I've done, I went onto the Dyno power figure.
Yep.
It's making roughly 258 horsepower 190 kilowatts and 400 newton meters of torque at the wheels. Yeah,
that's pretty good. So where did you get? Where did you take it to the dyno and all that? Where did you go for all that?
So I took my dyno at the torque performance developments at Henderson / Ovendale.
Yep.
That place is like really reliable because one of the mechanic used to work for Hyundai Rally Australia.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
So in other words, if you've got a Hyundai and you're trying to do it up, go to Torque Performance out west.
Yeah,
if you're in New Zealand, obviously. If you're overseas, well, maybe ship your car here and do it. But I wouldn't recommend driving your car here to New Zealand to get it done.
Yeah.
So what else have you done? I've seen the interior. Do you want to run us through that a little bit?
Yeah. So with interior, so with this pedal shift, it was usually that black, like if you can't see it or not, but that red flaps was from Australia as well.
Yep. So it didn't come with the pedal shift, you put that in afterwards.
Yeah, so this was around, the retail New Zealand dollars is about 85 New Zealand dollars.
Yep.
So you pretty much like, it's not 3M or like Loctite, you can pretty much screw 4 ways in each side. So it's like you can actually take it off if you want to make it back to stock mode.
So with the car, did it have all these red accents like here around the...
No. So before it was like kind of like black or like just like nothing, but I just pretty much like bought this from eBay and then pretty much put all the way there. Looks like black and red.
It looks really
inside.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on the other side so that way we can have a look. That looks cool, as with the black and red interior. It really matches with the outside.
Yeah.
And so this one's auto, obviously, but you've paddle shift converted it.
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
So it's 7-speed dry dual clutch, and yeah. So it's pretty much like, well, they say, well, manual lovers they kind of like hate it. Oh, it's automatic. Just say it's automatic, but it's pretty much like dual clutch, which means like kind of like automatic, but you can manually shift gears.
Yep.
So it does hold at RPM that if you want to keep just like holding that RPM and at that gear. So
which is really useful if you want to give it a bit.
Yeah.
Sweet. Do you want to show us what you've done to the back? Because I believe you have touched some stuff in the back here and you've got something on the way. Do you want to...
Yeah, so I pretty much like deleted the rear seats. It took me about half a day.
Weight reduction.
Yeah, weight reduction. I think the rear seats, it was leather seats, and the whole the base and the back support, I think it weighed about 43 kg.
Yep.
So that's about minus 43 kg weight reduction for this car.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, so...
And so what do you have coming for the back?
So I ordered 100% fully carbon fiber upper strut bar from there to there with the military grade aircraft, like the military grade aircraft cargo net, red cargo net.
Yep.
So like, and because it's like carbon fiber is usually black, so it's black and red. Yeah, so it's gonna be...
That's gonna look sick, especially with the carbon.
Cool, yeah, when it comes here.
So it's something quite a bit different to what we usually see here in New Zealand. I know that at car meets you usually get quite a bit of attention.
Yeah.
Everyone sort of comes up to you and asks about the car.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It's cool to see like another sort of scene popping up here in New Zealand, because obviously you've got the JDMs, you've got the Euros, you've got the Aussie Muscle, but apart from that, like, I don't know how many I've only been to a few car meets, but you've obviously been to more. You never really see any Hyundais turn up, so it's really cool to see something a bit different. Do you want to start it up so that way we can hear what it's like, especially now that he has on camera said that he's got the cat delete? There's no hiding from that. This thing is so nice. Oh, listen to that sound. That sounds wicked. I bet most people never thought that they'd hear a Hyundai sounding like that.
Yep. So I guess what my point is in New Zealand, I think I want the Canadian community like grow big, of course, in time.
Yep, you want to grow it a bit.
Because at this stage, when I go to car meet, there's about pretty much like none. I'm the only Hyundai out of all Canadian community in New Zealand when I go to car meet. But yeah, hopefully the Canadian community grows bigger in time.
That'll be quite cool to see another scene popping up and just seeing more cars. Now that I think you are seeing more Hyundais on the road and they are sort of going for more performance orientated cars. Like you've got, I think Hayden Paddon sort of spearlining that a bit here in New Zealand, considering he's a World Rally Championship and New Zealand driver who drives for Hyundai. I think it's going to be really cool, hopefully now, to see a few more of these sort of cars popping up and seeing something a bit different in the scene. So Kevin is now going to do a couple pulls for us so that way we can really hear this thing go. That thing sounds absolutely wicked. Awesome, well that basically wraps it up for this video. I just want to say a massive thank you to Kevin for being my first test subject for one of these build videos. If you like his car, you can follow him on Instagram. His Instagram, I believe, is K_JWoo_K. I will put that in the description of this video. But yeah, so if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, NZ Octane. Kevin and I are part of the BRS New Zealand Car Club. That's one that I've started, so feel free to follow us on Instagram. That link's also going to be in the bio to this video. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in and watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and see you guys next time.